So hello everyone. So today is day 6 of annual previous preparation. So what I did today was I did this research paper React, Synerging Reasoning and Acting in Language Models, and then I basically did a simple coding part, which was the implementation of like this React technique, building a basic React agent. Great, and later I deployed, you can say deployed it on LangSmith. Great, this is the LangSmith here. So these were the three parts: reading the research paper and implementing the very basic code. Okay, so let me have a very quick overview of the research paper. So what is React? And so React, as the name suggests, RE reasoning, ACT for action. So here we are combining both the reasoning and action together. And there is a concept called chain of thought prompting. So here basically we uh, display or we show whatever the reasons we came up like, and let's say I am given a very complex problem. Let's say I have asked you to make a tea. You will think, okay, how will I make a tea? Okay, I will need milk, I will need chapati, I will need sugar, I will need a pan or something container to like boil it, I will need gas. So these are things. Then I will get to a kitchen, I will light on the stove or gas, and then I will take the container, boil the milk. Like these are the steps. So I instead of just thinking in my mind, uh, I will show it in front of the system, like whatever in the terminal or whatever where we'll be showing it. This is a chain of thought. We will divide the problems. We will basically show our reasoning steps, we can say in simple words. And the chain of thought, when we implement this, basically we depend on the um, on the knowledge our LM is already trained on. So let's say use this technique, chain of thought prompting, and ask a question. Let's say tell me a poem about cat. Okay, so it will use it already trained knowledge to give the answer. And let's think you ask any kind based question. Let's tell me uh, who is the uh, winner of last IPL match or yesterday's IPL match. So it won't be able to answer because it can't access recent data. I don't have access to recent data. So here in those things or in those situations, React comes forward. So here React means there is action. In action, we can use tools. You can use tools like, let's say there's a Tably API. Tably is web search tools. So you can search on Google to get to know that which tomorrow there was RCB match, RCB won. So it will give output. So this helps a lot like in chatbots or like in getting a better results. Or also we know that there are problems like hallucination and error propagation. Hallucination is giving up wrong facts or meta information. Error propagation, when we have a basic wrong reasoning, and this error propagates. Let's say here we say na, in chain of thought promptings, like there are several reasonings. First step reasoning, you assume something, then next your thought process. Like let's say it will ask you a DSA problem, solve this. You will think something. So all you're thinking, when you are showing it in front, when you are writing it in on paper. So think of in this way. And when your first step is wrong, you say that and you say that let's say that Mumbai is the capital of India. First step is wrong. So all the uh, later information which you will uh, get depending on that. Let's say you say 1 plus 1 is equal to 3, and you do math calculation based on that. So obviously you will get wrong answer. So things are like that. Okay. So in research paper there were 4 data sets. Benchmark, you can say Hotpot QA, Favor, LF World, and WebShop. Where we got our results. Great. And the best results we got were the combination of both. The best approach overall was a combination of both React and the code. Great. Um, I won't go much into that. Great. Here there's written that when we are using the combination of both React and COT or chain of thought prompting, so when we will depend on React and we will depend on COT. So this is like the method or kind of rule for switching. When we will use React, when we use COT. Great. And also it is saying that in React we face looping problem. Many times we can't get off the loop. So basically in React we know there is reasoning action. So sometimes like we get caught up in that loop. So this is one of the very famous problem. Okay, so this is It was showing success and failure. So in CO2 we face hallucination. The hallucination error we are facing a lot because there is no access to real-time data. But in React we are facing reasoning error. Reasoning error is just caught in the loop. Okay, so this is great. And this also one thing to remember: the React performs very well after fine-tuning. So it is showing that, let's say I only have I have trained with 300 examples, then React becomes okay. A PAM model with 8 billions perform better than compared to 62 billion. Okay, if we have fine-tuned 8 billion parameter one, the PAM model, it will perform better than 62 billion. Okay, and when we train 62 billion one, it perform better than 450 billion one. Okay, so this is the mod, all the things. Okay, I won't go much into that more. Okay, this was the research paper. Great, and this was a simple code. LangChain generative AI for the moment, for the initializing agent. Great tool. Tally search. Okay, so to find the tool to get the current date and time. Current. Okay, great tool. This is this thing. Geosort React exception. It basically here we get tell our system to use like this React prompting. Great. Okay, so when we basically run this code, we will see some terminal. If you look for that, it goes like this. What was the question? So what is the SpaceX last launch and how many days ago was that from this instant? Okay, so there's basically kind of two questions: SpaceX last launch and how many days ago from today. Okay, let's see how things are going in the LLM. I need to find out last date. If you know what thinking of the question, okay? Then activity. This is reasoning, and this is action. Okay, this is using the tool Tably search, and this is action input. SpaceX last launch date. So basically, this is searching this keyword in Tably search. Okay, basically this is the observation it's got. Okay, and there are also concept I learned is when we get the observation, our like flow is cut off from the element. So basically, we are focusing on the like working on the tool part. Great, acha. We got a result. Okay, based on such result, specific we got the result. Last launch was on that. Great, I also launched it now. Now I need to find the most recent launch, which is searching on specific recent launch date. Earlier, what was it? Last launch. It did not get a better result, so it's looking for recent. Great, it got the recent. Okay, but now I want to get a time. Get system time. It got the date. What of today? Then finally got the answer. Great. And when look over LangSmith. React LangChain and executor. So this is basically the input, and we got final output. This is showing how the things all flow. Generative API, table search. No, it search the specific last launch date. Then says question and answer, like what was the response it got, and it search again recent. There were two questions from the tablet search, the last and the recent launch date. Okay, this was also the response, and there's a tool get system time to get a date. Great. This is this makes easier to like read and understand. In terminal sometimes things get messy. Okay, then that's all for today.